66 and 260. 66 and 260. 36 and 15, 16. Okay. 60 and 260. Right.
So the tile's done. They just gotta paint the walls and fix the sides of the railing up top. They're hanging those doors now, and the painter's gonna come back to finish out that room. We brought the railing back to life, so that should be okay once it gets the cables in it, and we'll get some new screws down below, but this should be fine. We got some of the appliances put in. We're waiting on the plumber to do the dishwasher and disposal, and we still don't have water at this location. We're waiting on them to bring the gas line. They gotta fix and pressure test the gas lines before they can bring the tank that I believe he's gonna put, down there in that corner. So we're still waiting on his guys to do that. We brought a little bit of furniture over. These are the beds, box springs for downstairs. I got the washer and dryer. I installed those, but there's no cold water yet. So we're waiting on cold water so we can even do some laundry. The dryer is hooked up and ready to go. We've got some of the supplies in here for now that they need, and then our various tools. This room is partially set up, but those are the beds, mattresses, still waiting to go downstairs. We have a white Haitian sitting here doing nothing.
I saw people do this.
Who are you even talking to?
It's a video. I got the TV for this room installed. This bathroom will be ready to use. We're waiting on still no plumbing, so we've had to fill buckets with water to use the toilet. And then we brought a couple of the end tables over here just to put next to the bed for future. If we get some other furniture, we can bring those back over because I know those are nice for outdoors. This room, we went ahead and got the beds set up, so this will be ready once we clear some of the stuff. This is all stuff from the main house that we thought would be usable. Various dishes, it's all kitchen stuff mostly. And we brought this dresser over, so there was something, we might move this to the other room or to the other wall, but just got it out of that other building because everything's going to have to get out of there once you start remodeling over there. This bathroom is good to go. That was the only shower we could use. Once, after about day 4, I hot wired the water heater so that I could at least have hot water. Same thing, no water at the toilet, but it should be an easy fix once the plumber just gets over here and does it. We got outside, we're gonna have once they're done all the inside stuff, they can wrap up this railing, pull off a couple boards, put the posts up, put the rail up, run the cables through. Should be pretty easy. I went ahead and had them tear up the tile here. We got new Durock going down, and I showed them how to put down stuff over the screws and the seams so we could put a waterproofer on top of it. And we pulled off everything along here so we could flash up against this wall so we won't have leaks going down into there after they tore everything off. The guys are doing all this to get it ready for the tile guy. Obviously nothing's changed over here. This is just how I just threw the deck boards down to run from here to there until they can have time to work on that. So downstairs on the outside still looks the same. I guess his painter gave a bid for the job, so he's reluctant to come over to do small piecework, but I tried to explain to Kevin that we need to get him over here to address all these gaps and just get that completely caulked off on the outside in a coat of paint. And that's along most all the new stuff downstairs. I told him I wanted to finish this, whatever he's got to do to get those bolts. I don't know why we spoke about this on a previous trip and it's still not done. Get that bolted and get this exterior stuff finished. Also the posts that we're missing on this corner, that should go from there up to this corner that's sagging, similar to what you see on this side. Is a pretty important thing that needed to get done. And then to go ahead and pull some of this stuff off and put it back on. There's a big, you can see there's a big separation between the beam and the other beam. I don't know. And that's structural. It needs to be addressed along with these boards down below. Need to be put on, caulked, painted. So inside they got the flooring all down. So the flooring's in, and still a little bit of confusion on how to put site protection down. So I talked to Kevin again about protecting these floors. He went to go get material, so he's getting the stuff to do the trim work because they haven't boxed any of this stuff out. There's a leak in the ceiling that they think might be from an AC line because it's dripping whether it's raining or not, and most of the plumbing's shut off, so I doubt it's plumbing, but it leaks, right here and down. So they need to get that fixed before they clean and paint the ceiling. And they get all this covered up. So they have all the trim base down below to do. They still got to trim out and finish this closet, the upper section to trim out, bottom stuff to trim out. Replace this piece up here. Kind of same thing in every bedroom. Obviously we need, I think he was going to forward you the email about the air conditioners not showing up. Not that that does us any good. This still all looks pretty much the same. I got the appliances in here just waiting. So this is the main power going into the house. Obviously if you touch this, you're dead. So I told him he needs to get somebody out here to cover this. this is the water problem. So they never went through and isolated and connected any of the water to most of the house. So they've got all these loose fittings that everything needs to be hooked up, everything needs to be labeled, figured out. This was the wire. This was going into the box over here. I ripped it out of there and just hot wired it to the water heater so I could have some hot water. But if the shower valves don't have a hot and a cold going to them both, they don't work. And that one shower was the only one that had both lines working. So that's about it on this. I'll give you a video for the next door.